Hey guys, hope you're all doing fantastic today. I am just working on rendering some videos real quick. I want to get these out over the next few days. It is cold. I hope you guys, if it is cold by you, I hope you guys are staying warm. Last night it did dip down to, I saw negative 38 for a real feel. So it's negative like negative 16, negative 18, but with the wind chill it pumped it down to like negative 38, negative. Some places in Wisconsin got down to like negative 45. Holy cow, that's cold. But yeah, it is now 9 o'clock. It has been, with the wind chill factor, negative 35 for the last 2.5 hours. And it's supposed to stay that way all day. All the schools are closed, a lot of businesses are closed. I do want to show you something. I mentioned in the last video that I was thinking about doing like a journal type thing with the games, where it was a good way to like keep track of the games that I'm beating. And it's turning out so well. I love it. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I'm very interested to see what games I'm going to put in there, what games I'm going to finish. So let me show you what I did for the first one. I also mentioned in the last video about the watercolor kit that I ended up getting. I'm not going to put any of that stuff in here quite yet, not until I practice the watercolor a little bit. I don't want to just throw something in there and ruin it. So for right now I'm just using like color gel pens or pens of any color, and this notebook that I got picked up for 10 bucks. I really like the design. It's very naturist. They had one like this with like insects on it too, which I thought was pretty cool. But it's kind of like almost like a field journal type of a thing, and that's kind of the vibe I wanted to go for it. So the first one is Pokemon Silver version, which we just finished on the channel. I thought that was a good one to start it with. This was a way again for me to keep track of all the games that I complete coming up. But I think I'm also going to add a few of the games that we completed on the channel recently. Pokemon Ruby, Pokemon Soul Silver, was it Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2? I may even go back and do Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and then Dragon Quest as well, just to put those in here. But I do want to start keeping track of not just this year, but moving forward. I want to keep track of all the games I complete, because this is a beautiful way of doing it. Just going over the basic stuff. I write down some of the information, like what my trainer ID was, what my playtime is, some of the pictures that I took from in-game, and then printed them out, like the diploma that when we completed in the last episode of the playthrough. It talks about some of the stuff like completing the unknown mode in the Pokédex, what teams I ended up with, and then I usually do a picture, or I want to do a picture, and since I wasn't doing it with the watercolors, doing it with the gel pens. So for this one I did Tauros. I wanted to give him a little bit of a shout out since he was basically the MVP of the team for majority of the game. And then some minor things in here like mentioning Scyther and Crobat for helping out completing the decks that were so fundamental for that. Going over the different Pokemon teams. The only Pokemon team that actually changed, or the only Pokemon in the team that changed, was Piloswine, and that switched over to Tyranitar because I've never used him before, and I wanted to in a final playthrough. So I just thought this was a really cool idea. This is just a starter thing. It gives me a good idea of things that I want to change going forward. Maybe adding some more color. Right now, I mean, it looks cool, but it does look also a little bland as well. So maybe you want to add some more like decoration on the top, maybe some trim along the sides here. I don't know. It's really cool, and I think I'm going to do it to where basically 2 pages are needed per entry. I think that's just really nice to have. Like you're not just cramming everything into 1 page. You're having 2 pages. You could put some pictures here and there, some drawings, some watercolors once I actually start practicing on those. But overall, yeah, I thought it was just a really cool idea, and if you guys start doing something like this, let me know how it goes, and maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll find a way to where we could share pictures of stuff like this, maybe on the Facebook page or the Twitter page, or even posting it on here as well. So, actually, wouldn't be a bad idea getting a Discord set up where we can have stuff like this and share share stuff. So I think this would be a really cool idea for a Discord. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Alright, so it's actually a few days past now. I hope you guys are doing, still doing well. My main goal this past weekend was to finally settle down and clean my gaming room, which has been kind of my storage room for the first floor as well. I have obviously storage in the basement, but a lot of stuff accumulated in this room. So I had to go and clean it, and a few of the shelving units that I took, that I put in here, I actually took from the Lego room once we got a bunch of the Lego stuff moved downstairs. And I had 5 shelving units that I got from Target. 3 of them I brought in here. One of them I'm probably going to put in my bedroom, and I'm not sure where the last one's gonna go. So this is how it looks now. Heck of a lot better than it was before, that's for sure. Nice gaming area set up. I still have to rearrange some stuff on the gaming shelves, but for the most part it's pretty much wrapped up, which is nice. The 3 shelves that I got from the Lego room, 1, 2, and 3, starting to put some stuff in there, and the only stuff I really have to clean up would be some of this stuff over here. I'm thinking the top is just going to be consoles, controllers that I want to keep charging. As far as the other shelves go, it's kind of up in the air. I was able to put a bunch of my CDs down there, or all my CDs that I got, as well as a spot for the laptop, the Retron 5. This side's going to be more on trading cards, but I want to work on this a little more, because all of these down here are also cards, as well as this whole box. And over here, all of these binders are nothing but cards as well, and the 2 on the bottom shelf. But I want to kind of organize those a little more and get actual storage devices, so that I could just go over there, pull out the drawer that has, like, say, all of the effect cards for Yu-Gi-Oh! Or all of the land cards for Magic, you know. I want everything to be very well organized. I want to make it really nice and neat. So that's going to be an ongoing project for the trading cards. The rest of the stuff is just little knickknacks and stuff that I got to go through, like a bunch of electrical cords and a couple posters that I want to get rid of. Speaking of trading cards, a while back, my buddy Mitchell, or you may know him on the channel, Shrimp, he got me all of the Godzilla cards that came from the Magic the Gathering pack. I want to say it was like 2020, maybe 2021, somewhere around that time frame. They came out with about 19 Godzilla themed cards for the set that they were in. I can't remember the name of the set, but they also had I think one promotional card and 5 land cards that were of a different set. So I tracked down one of the one of the land cards, which was Mountain, as well as the promo card, which was a form of Mechagodzilla. I have 4 more land cards to get, and then what I would like to do in the spare bedroom, which is going to be where a lot of the Japanese-based stuff is going to be, both the now and then when I get back from my trip. Hopefully we can get that knocked out soon. The trading card stuff, I would love to get it knocked out really quick, but I feel like that's going to probably drag on for a few months. I do have to make a change to the gaming challenge that we had, or that I had planned out for this year. I've done that same challenge before. I mean, it was basically just putting some limitations in the thing, saying like it had to be longer than 10 hours. I can only do 1 sports game. But those really aren't big limitations. Like, that, most of the games I have are longer than 10 hours. A lot of them are RPGs and longer action-adventure games. So that really doesn't matter too much. I'm not too gung-ho about that one. But the main reason why I wanted to do this was because of that repetitiveness with the challenge. I wanted to break it up. I wanted to make something different. And while browsing around online, I happened to come across a few people who did not really themed, I guess, challenges, but they made each month a different challenge. And I said, that's a brilliant idea. I'm going to do that now. So this is the challenge as of 2026, and I'll bring it up on the screen now so you guys can see it. For January, which I still have to actually go back and play, that one will be pick a new game to play from a system older than 2000, which is awesome because I have a ton of those that I still have yet to play, like Zelda, Metroid Prime, or Super Metroid, stuff like that. Then February, play a game focusing on also completing many of the side quests, which that's a ton of games, especially with RPGs, so that's cool. March is pick a new game based only on the overall artwork of the cover, so that should be interesting. April is pick a new game and come up with a menu of snacks to eat while playing the new game. Snacks must be themed or based on that game. So that'll actually be really fun. Obviously Stardew Valley would be top up there if that was a game that I had to do, because that's a perfect game for something like that. But then you have May, which is play an RPG newer than 2015. June, play an unfinished indie game to completion. July, play a new game focusing on getting awesome in-game photos. So that'll be cool. That'll also help out with the little notebook idea that we're doing too. So that'll be nice. Then you have August, play a game recommended by somebody else, which I already have a game in mind from a coworker. So we're gonna plow through that one when the time comes. September is play a game based on a real country other than your own. So for me, obviously being in the US, Japan and England have a decent amount of games out there, so I'm going to try tackling one of those. I'd have to go back and look, but I want to say, isn't it like Resident Evil 5? Isn't that one set in Africa? Something like that, so that might be an option too. But that kind of rolls into October, which is play a game outside of my comfort zone. For me, that's play a scary game. So that one's going to be a little interesting because in the back of my mind, I'm like, ooh, Silent Hill. But those games scare the bejeebers out of me, so I'm not really sure if I want to go that far down the rabbit hole. November is my birthday month. That's Gamer's Choice. I could play whatever game I want to as long as it's a new game. And then ending it in December with play a trading card-based game, which I'm very excited for because I don't play a whole lot of those, except for maybe Yu-Gi-Oh! And I played a little bit of Magic in the past, but I don't know, maybe I'll go back to a Magic game like Arena. Does Arena have a story mode? I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look. But I know there are other trading card based games as well, so I may want to go back and play and figure out which ones I actually want to play for that. But I thought this was a brilliant idea of separating the challenge and making it more unique per month, instead of just, okay, on to another game that's more than 10 hours and so forth and so forth. So that is going to be the new updated challenge of 2026. I have to go back and play the January game, which I already planned on doing tonight after my Japanese class, which is going really well so far, and I'm really excited about it. That is going to basically wrap up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care and peace out.